Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to my YouTube chit chat. My name is Inazak and this is my YouTube channel. Guys, the information that is reaching our desk today is that Brian's grandma has already been discharged from the hospital and now is going fine and all is fantastic. Perhaps let's watch the video below.
God to protect all of you.
Yeah, and also he has been praying for long life to the people. Yeah, so Goko, watu wanakupenda sana na watu wanakujali sana hapa nje. I wish ungekuwa tu na channel pia, YouTube channel, uone tu venye kila mtu anataka kujua Goko anaendeleaje. Yeah guys, I'm telling him on how you people love him so much, very very much, and I'm telling him I wish she could have the YouTube channel so that she could see how people you are very concerned about her health and how she's doing. Yeah, Goko, imagine Goko is very strong, even she's now able to make porridge, yeah, by herself. That's so great, and Goko mahindi alianikwa yote. Watu walikuwa wanasema ukitoka hospitali utashangaa kazi nilifanya. Yeah, Goko was very surprised to see that her maize were well harvested from the shamba, threshed, dried, and they were removed the dust by winnowing. And he was very very surprised, as the same way you people had expected. Yeah,
so from the
this
video,
is my brother.
You could see
Chacha
grandma is recuperating so well. So this is at the culmination of the stories that were long told over here, that grandma had escaped his home because Amara was slaughtering cows and animal left and right. Things that were termed by the naysayers that Amara is performing rituals, and the extended family of grandma had reached grandma and told Amara never to return back home. So when you just watch that video, it tells you how the turns and twists and the kind of reactions of narrations that's being concocted by the naysayers to paint Amara a picture that he is not. So this one tells you the information that I also unraveled. I was told that it was a malaria that we know, and it was an outbreak that people who are working at the construction site had to partake the kind of an outbreak because everybody was affected or infected in various ways. Others had the flu, others had malaria, others had severe headache. So it was something that was going on. So it depends also with your immunity. So as we've heard from the video, grandma is so well. Now she can hit, and she's still recuperating. So this is to the naysayer that sometimes, anytime that you're reacting on any other kind of a video that you've seen in this YouTube space, let it not border the hatred or defamatory. Let it be so civil, one that really oozes wisdom and respect to the persons of a grandma. You know, this is the grandma that even JT himself has described Grandma Nyash, and JT has even told us that Amara is having an affair with this grandma. You know, it's a kind of a reaction that was so very bad in faith, so distasteful. So to the lazy gang, you stop all this kind of hullabaloo. Guys, it never stopped from there. We also been treated with all sorts of innuendos of M. Carol. So M. Carol is questioning why Amaro had to take the solar panel that was donated back to the villa, his home, instead of grandma's place. Guys, as we know, Amaro was donated. The grandma was donated a solar panel through Amaro, and this solar panel was supposed to be fixed. But things changed. Amaro decided took the solar panel to home. Perhaps let's see the solar panel that Amaro was given before I unravel whatever the still information that this lady A.M. Carol was yapping about.
Sorry, there's internet problem, and the measurements are
2.3 meters by 1.3.
2.3 meters by 1.3. All right, my brother.
2.3 meters.
2.3 by
1.3. The actual measurement is 2384 mm by 1303 mm.
All right, my brother. Let me say goodbye and thank you. Tomorrow you'll see what will happen.
Thank you, sir.
I will look for the international electrician. We'll see if he will still maintain, upgrade, or drop. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
The video.
Yeah.
Amaro with the panel that was donated. So it's a panel that Amaro is seeing it for the first time. And this is the panel that we're being told by A.M. Carroll that Amaro took it for his home. You know? So there's a lot of story that is galvanized around these issues of panel that you've heard it from the naysayers. Perhaps I want to play this video at the progression stages of this video, maybe after the next segment. So guys, if you want to really know more what really Carol said about that solar panel and the reasons why Amara decided to take that solar panel to the villa Medellin and not at Brian's home, you know, and a lot of more stories that are end up that Brian himself needs somebody who's a disciplinarian, you know. And in this video we are going to reveal that person who can be Brian's match, that person who can model Brian's behavior to be that one of a modest child. So guys, if you're coming across this channel and this video for the very first time, kindly click on the notification bell so that whenever we upload a video, YouTube channel notify instantly. To my other subscriber, may God bless you abundantly. This channel wouldn't be at this place without your support. So let's dive in after the break. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is our channel and my name is Sinazak. So guys, I want us to discuss what really the motive of A.M. Carroll with always painting a picture that is not. To the point that A.M. Carroll is explaining that Amaro has admired the panel. Yes, Amaro has admired the panel. But to an extent of always painting a picture that Amaro had taken that panel for himself. That Amaro is not happy because, because the panel was donated to the Brian. The question that I really need to ask, who has been advocating for the panels to reach the Brian's grandma? It is Amaro. Therefore, it's so ironical when you're being treated with a kind of a story that are never making sense. You know, such kind of stories sometimes I tell these people or I describe them to be some hogwash kind of a story that are never making sense. You know, it's been reduced to some kind of hot airs that are really lyrical waxing that really makes so happy the verbiage audience that are consuming such kind of stale information from these naysayers. Perhaps let's watch
really impressed with that
A.M. Carroll's video.
The solar panels are the kind of solar panels that are better than his. And I don't understand why they had to be taken at Marwa's place, because everything that has been coming in this home, they are always coming in this home. But now the solar panels are taken to his home down there. And I'm thinking, why? And he goes on to say, I've never seen this kind of solar panels. These solar panels are double, OMG. They are so nice. Even me, I don't have these ones. Even me, mine are not as big as these ones. These ones are so big and double and lelele and lelele. And I'm like, are you thinking of exchanging them or what? Guys. Yes, soul sister. I'm looking at it that way because he has been eyeing those solar panels and even saying it in his videos and making a very long conversation
So in this
over
video,
it. And I'm like,
A.M. Carroll is talking of a lot of things. That perhaps Amaro has taken this panel for himself. Or perhaps Amaro has stolen this panel. I want to tell you the reasons. Because if A.M. Carroll, if you cannot deduce one fact, it is in this construction site that more of things have already been stolen. This is during construction. One, the taps were stolen. The 20 kg nails were stolen. And a lot of things, even Brian's beddings, were stolen. There are things that are so precious that you could not even trust with people. Things like even phones, things like even such kind of a panel. It's a worthwhile. So I'm not going with this panel to Villa Medellin. It was to protect it. It was to secure it, from being stolen, from damage it itself. Imagine things has been donated to that construction site. Therefore, I donated a solar panel where now majority of workers are now staying in grandma's home. Therefore, you later come and get to know that the panel was stolen. It has costed somebody's money. So therefore, it must be secured from theft. People visiting that site, other people have got different and heinous kind of behavior. Others have come to support, others have come to spy, others have come to sabotage, others have come to steal. We just must be factual. So Amaro going with that panel doesn't warrant theft, or doesn't warrant that Amaro is now so jealous of a grandma. Unless the meaning of jealousy or the meaning of theft has changed its meaning into any other kind of a dictionary. I don't know which kind of dictionary you are referring to. But of my knowledge, what I can deduce with that is Amaro was securing it from any other kind of damage or theft or from saboteur. Somebody can just like destroy it. Therefore, we go back to square zero. The like of lazy gang, especially M. Carroll, they always like Amaro to fail. They wanted Amaro to leave that solar so that it's being destroyed, it's being stolen. Therefore, it will mark the next vexations or the next reaction in the next phase. Amaro, as this construction is Amaro. It's Amaro's project. So Amaro gets to know how to plan what goes where, what stays where, what is brought, it's being utilized in which manner. So Amaro knows his art so well. By the way, Amaro does not take any advice from anybody who hasn't built anything in his life. That's a fact. He doesn't take it that. He doesn't take it that. Guys, it never stops from there. If you want to know and qualify this statement, M. Carroll also is taking a jibe and a swipe on Amaro that Amaro ought never to have built such kind of a house because that house doesn't belong to the village. Now, listen to the person who are advising Amaro. Amaro doesn't take such kind of verbiage as an advice.
Huge hall for her to stay in. Do you really want her to stay or you want her to die in there? Why will she be scared in that whole thing? Why can't you moderate with everything, create a very nice, tiny, beautiful bedroom for her with everything in there, her own personal toilet in there and everything so that she can feel comfortable in it. And then another extra bedroom and the brand house should be attached to it with an outer door and, something that is just beautiful. Not huge, something that, and also you have to remember, guys, look at where grandma came from. Is she the kind of person who is always washing and washing and washing? The village people are not into this washing white tiles. Hey, let's not even lie to ourselves, like, guys, it's just something that you could understand, that is if you've come from the village. You don't do white tiles and then you expect a grandma to be maintaining it with workers who will be cleaning the white tiles in the whole, washroom, in the whole sitting room, in the whole. It just looks so weird to me. If we are looking at a village house, honestly, you don't need to, even just because people are sending you money.
So if you listen to A.M. Carroll, A.M. Carroll is telling that house is not for village. That villagers are so dirty, don't take care of property. So it's complaining and whining that why Amaro had to fetch an old woman to build for her house, that that house itself will contribute to grandma's death. Now, let me tell you, at one point I've opined here several times that if you see somebody is advocating for something that is so negative, so he or she is a negative person. Whatever man thinks, so he is. So it really tells you that even A.M. Carroll is also living in a village. It tells you that her house is dirty. Her house is left unattended. What she does in her home does not necessarily mean that when grandma was living in a grass thatched house or in a deplorable condition, does not mean the grandma is dirty. You all know the circumstances that really comes with it, such that now the grandma daughter will come back home. Who will take care of the property? But these are the things that the naysayers want to talk about. These are the fines and tunes that the naysayers will never even have an audacity to speak to them, because they think that they're adding a lot of positive achievement, of positive things towards our moral attributes. So this is what they've seen that they will not talk about. They know, but they've chosen to give it to give it a blackout, so that they paint Amaro in a picture that is best known to them, because their audience are so negative, wanted really to feed on such kind of verbiage, informations that they are hurling through this YouTube space. So guys, last but not least, what also really impressed me, there's this cousin. We all know Brian's cousins that have already come to the conversations are two. We have Chacha Tales, who is also doing commendable jobs, trying to coach Brian on doing other cause. We also another one that I'd seen yesterday, and the kind of video he did really captivating my sense, and I really applauded it in a manner that I really loved it when he took upon himself and try to instill discipline into Brian's, because Brian's is tricky. Brian also is never easy. Yeah, Brian can just manipulate you if you are a person who is not well mannered. So I love the video itself. Perhaps let's listen to that video, then you'll understand whatever I'm saying.
Why are you not
over here.
helping anything? You are just here playing with the phone. I'm now going to tell Amaro we take the phone out of you. Put the phone down and stand up. Put the phone here. Brian, put the phone here. People are working. It's morning. You're just playing with the phone. Take that chair to the dining table. Take the chair, Brian. Take the chair. You have been doing nothing. You have been playing with the phone. Yeah, guys. Brian has already get his room here. You can see. He can't wait. Yeah. So, I think for this one chair, hii zina charge. Okay, hiyo tunaweza iacha. Sasa take the phone, keep it, because I don't want it to get lost and you say that I'm the one that take it from you. Keep the phone somewhere else and you look for something to do, not just playing with the phone in the morning. Take the phone. Have you taken it? Or you want to spread the bed? So since morning you have not spread the bed, you're just waiting for me? Okay, stop being careless. Just handle things slowly, okay? Yeah.
So it was very early in the morning, and in that morning, Brian was just busy watching movies, very busy on the phone. I've not even spread the bed. Brian has disarranged the house, left and right, and people are working, So it's Robbie David to reprimand Brian to stand up and stop whatever he was doing, and even told him, when you wake up, you need to spread your bed. When you wake up, you first need to do things and make your environment to be so clean before you engage to other things. This is how you instill discipline. This is how I'm happy now, because I feel this guy should stay there for quite a long time to oversee how Brian goes to school, to also guide Brian through other things. I know the grandma's daughter, who is still in Kisumu, is on her way back. And if you combine the two forces, I think Brian will be modeled. Brian will come out a child who have known that discipline is paramount. So that video itself really made me happy, and I'm applauding that David, you must continue in the trajectory so that Brian's character and Brian's behavior is modeled in a worthwhile cause. So guys, let me know what you think at the comment section. Until next time, this is your boy Senior Zach.